And the wet weather, it's still coming down, as Joe just said.
Yeah, News 8's Tina Detel live in Mystic now with a look at the current conditions there. Tina.
Yeah, good evening, guys. You know, the rain has gotten a bit steadier here in southeastern Connecticut, and that in combination with the wind gusts are causing concern. And we can tell you that in this area here along the shoreline, the number of power outages has gone up. And in Stonington, they're about 89 right now, so that's a concern, but flooding is also a concern. I want you to look behind me here on Route 1. This is right near the Citgo station and the Bruce Dillon Buick GMC car dealership. Now, this is an area which usually floods, and as you can see, there are cars going through quite a bit of water in this area. DPW crews told us yesterday that areas that usually flood will flood again with this storm, and they were absolutely right. Now, I want to show you some video from some of the other areas that usually flood, like Pequot Avenue in New London. Water was over the road there, and there was actually a DPW truck with lights on parked there to remind drivers of the danger and to try to get them to slow down. There was also flooding at the entrance to Bluff Point State Park in Groton, right underneath the railroad bridge. That too is a place which usually floods, and it did not disappoint. Now, back here in Mystic, right here on Route 1, some vehicles going through the flooded area were also making their way into the Citgo gas station, which also has water rising in the parking lot.
It's pretty nasty. I was coming down from Old Mystic, and lots of tree branches down, small branches down, lots of water. And I wasn't sure about the puddle here getting in and out of here, but I figured I'd give it a shot.
I pray we don't lose power. That's my main concern.
Now, earlier today, more than 300 folks in Haddam did lose power after a tree fell on power lines on Little City Road. We have video here you can see of Eversource being able to restore that power. But of course, now there are about 1,000 more people without power in that town, and those concerns with a school bus and some live wires. So that's even more of a concern. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that we're still about 40 minutes away from high tide. So all this water you see in this parking lot and on this road is only going to get higher over the next hour. And also here along the shoreline, that high tide gets later as we go farther west down the shoreline. We're live in Mystic. Tina Detel, News 8.